Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me tonight. It's Dr. Kelly of Discovery Health, and I'm really excited tonight. And I want to talk to you about why I'm excited. Thanks so much for joining me. Remember, when we do lives, I love it when you give me likes. I love it when you share, and I love it when you can interact with me. Okay, so there's going to be time for us to do a lot of question and answer tonight. So please feel free to write in your comments and I will address them verbally as I see them or as I can. So thanks so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. It's fantastic. There's a couple of things that I want to kick off tonight. I'm changing a couple of things or starting a few new things, all that are going to benefit you. Okay. First thing, I don't know if you noticed in the description, there's two things there that I want to talk about. The first one is, so my business, my main website has been drkellyfelmer.com. You can always go there. You can sign up for emails. There's information there. But what I'm going to start to do a little bit differently is I've created, my husband, Tim, thank you very much, Tim, and I have created another website that's specifically targeted at lifestyle. And so it's called A Discovery Health Lifestyle. So what do I talk about all the time? This isn't a diet. This isn't, one and done. You need to embrace a different lifestyle if you want to get healthy. So those are the types of things that I already bring to you in each Facebook Live. Those are the types of topics. I do a lot of educating. I do a lot of presenting, and I'm going to keep on doing that. But on the adiscoveryhealthlifestyle.com, you're going to be able to see essentially a video blog, lots of articles. We're going to be talking about foods, about menopause, about thyroid, about autoimmune, a lot of different articles there, a lot of different links to different products and services because I get a lot of questions about those types of things as well. So that's the first thing. Please go to adiscoveryhealthlifestyle.com and you will be able to get to it from drkellyfelmer.com as well. I'm honestly not sure if you can do that already tonight, a direct link to that or not. Probably not. But that new website, the lifestyle website, is under construction. There's some things there. We've pulled some things over. I've written some things up. We're working on it. So it's a work in progress, but please check it out. And then the next most exciting thing that we're going to talk about the rest of the night is about foods. And have you had your food allergy testing done yet? I know a lot of you who follow me have already had food allergy testing done, and that's fantastic. And so what I've done tonight is because so many people that I work with, every time I know there's going to be a positive change, I know they're going to get better if we simply test their foods and they start to make changes. It's the easiest first thing that you can do to take charge of your health, to take control of what you can be in control of. Because I'm not in control of what you eat. I'm only in control of actually what I eat. Not what Tim eats, because he doesn't always listen either. Not what my kids eat, although we do try, and we're embracing that lifestyle as a family. We're still not perfect. You can only control what you put in your mouth. And if you want to be healthier, if you want your belly pain or your skin rashes or your migraines or, we'll go through some other symptoms that are related to foods. If you want joint pain, if you want those things to go away, I encourage you to get your foods tested. Now, some of you have said, I don't know where to do that. Okay, I'm going to make it easy for you. Some of you have asked me the questions, okay, I see these food testing online. I Google it and I find all these different testings. Should I do it? Is it a good company? I don't know. I'll tell you, the company that I work with is definitely a good company. It's all they do is work with foods and food allergies and IgG and IgE and other types of immunoglobulin, immune system, food reactions. So they're a very highly reputable, trustworthy company that I work with. So I know that we're going to get good results. And the other thing, so top 3 complaints that I hear from people are, I don't know how to get tested. I don't know if I should use this company to get tested. And then I don't want to go to see an expensive doctor. Thanks, Connie. To them just because I want to get food allergies done. So I have to pay for an appointment, I have to pay for the testing, I have to pay for another appointment. Well, what I've done is, good job, Julie, is I put it all together. I've made a package deal to make it more cost effective and efficient for you. So all of you who are listening, who have already gone through food allergy testing, and you know that can cost you, with those appointments, with the consultations, with the test read, that can cost you $1,000 or $2,000 to get it done, to get it ordered by the doctor and to get the results. So what I've done is packaged that, and I've created some video consultations and education to teach you all about food allergies, what it is, what they mean, what you should do, what do your results mean, how does my gut play into that, how is a food causing my joint pain. I've pulled it all together, and I'm giving that information to you along with testing 184 foods. Okay, so there's a link in this Facebook feed that's going to direct you to how to get enrolled for the course. Now, if you've already done it, that's okay. I appreciate you being here. And you know what else? The key thing is you're going to be able to refer your family and friends so they don't have to go through everything that you went through to get it done. The package deal, the whole course, including the testing, is $350. And let me tell you, that's a really good deal to get everything you need to not have to go for any outside appointments, to be able to do the testing at home. And then, your results are going to be as powerful as the changes that you make. And when I put all these components into this course, the total that I totaled up after I tallied what everything was worth was $1,200. And tonight, just for the first 20 people, because I'm kicking it off, it's for $350. So even if you've already had your foods tested, please go ahead and share the video, share the link with somebody else that you know needs to be tested. Maybe it's a family member of yours, maybe it's a friend, maybe you just want to get it out on your Facebook page and share it because there's somebody else who needs to hear about this. So Tim posted as well the link directly to the course in the comments, so look for it there if you don't see it up at the top. But beyond that, hi Nora, and hi Shayna and Connie, and I said hi to you, Julie, already, and hi Rhonda, I'm glad you found the website. Perfect. So guys, tonight was about launching a Discovery Health lifestyle, okay? We're going to embrace this together. It's a lifestyle, and we're all learning together, and we all need different resources. And I use resources too, so I'm going to pull in other people who are better, like my friend Penny, who is really good at gluten-free and dairy-free meal planning and cooking. I'm not that good at it. I can tell you what you need to do. I know what I need to do, but just like when you ask me for my shake recipes, I don't give them out because my shakes suck. They don't taste very good because I put in my shakes what I know I should be eating, not to make them taste good. Okay. But there are other people out there who do a fantastic job at cooking, and I need to learn more from them too. I'm always experimenting. I'm always doing more new recipes. Like I've got this broccoli rice recipe now that I told my husband we are having this every single week because it's the only thing I know how to make, but it's getting me more vegetables. And it's a good, healthy, clean, non-inflammatory meal. And we're not eating any of our food allergens. Okay. So now that's going to be different for every single person. So sometimes you need some customized help. Hi, Jill. I'm going to read your comment here. If you guys have questions about food allergies, you've had food allergies done already, you want me to answer something, please, by all means, go ahead. Jill says, I have read that before you get tested for food allergies, like myself, for instance, I am gluten-free. Do I need to eat gluten for a few weeks before I get food allergies to make sure I get accurate test results? So specifically to answer your question for gluten, Jill, no. Okay, if we are looking to test you for celiac disease, where there is an IgE, actually IgA because it's in the bowels, acute reaction, the best recommendation actually is to eat gluten. But let's think about that for a minute. If you're highly allergic to it and it's giving you all of your symptoms and you've already cut it out, you're going to be killing yourself in an excruciating pain and have tons of symptoms just to prove a point. Testing IgGs are delayed food reactions and they stay in your system much longer. There are different ways to test specifically for gluten. Okay, now the food allergies we're getting, or sensitivities, that's the other thing I want to say. That's a bugaboo of mine because both of those words are thrown around interchangeably and I hate it, but it really doesn't matter. So I'm telling myself to just get over it. I don't care if you call it an allergy. I don't care anymore if you call it a sensitivity. All allergies, no matter what the reaction, even if it's an anaphylactic reaction or if it's a delayed reaction that takes 5 days to have a mild symptom. Every food reaction is an allergy, and an allergy is defined as a hypersensitivity of the immune system. Okay, so call it an allergy, call it a sensitivity. It's the same darn thing. You need to not eat that food, period. Okay, okay, back to what you were asking about, Jill. Most of the foods, when you're getting a baseline, you're going to find if you've been eating the same food every single day because you like them, you're lazy, or that's your routine, that works out the best. You found something you like, so you keep eating and keep eating and keep eating it. And you've been inflamed and your gut's been leaky. Really good chances that the foods that you've just been eating are going to be on your allergy list because they got in the wrong place at the wrong time. I talked a lot about that in that leaky gut video. Go back and watch that if you don't know anything about a leaky gut. But a piece of the protein of that raspberry you just ate got in the wrong place at the wrong time. It triggers the immune system and now you've got an allergy. So the course talks in depth about all of that stuff and how you can create an allergy, and those are the ones that can change. But there's also some allergies we're born with. And for example, I've tested at the very least 5 times I've had my food allergies tested. Green beans, which I have not had in at least 5 years, probably more than that, 6 or 7 years, I have not had a green bean, is still on my list. How can that be? If a food allergy or food sensitivity only shows the foods that you've been just eating, green beans, can't have them. My body hates them. I don't eat them. Haven't eaten them for years. Still always comes up on my food allergy test. My body has not let go of it. I've just concluded I can't eat green beans. No big deal. Plenty of other vegetables. But that's a great example of something that my body just doesn't like, even though I'm not eating that. But we want to find out the ones that are created because that's causing you a problem today. And that's what we need to change today. And delayed food reactions stay in your body for 3 weeks. And then your body's created a memory. It's created an antibody to those foods. And we've got to work with your body to let it go so that hopefully if it was just a created one, we can get it off your list, that your body can actually let go of that. Great example of that, the 3rd or 4th time I had my food allergies checked, chicken came on my list. Wasn't on my list the 3 times before that. Crap. Yeah, I eat a lot of chicken. It's my go-to meat. I'm not a huge meat eater, but that was the one that I ate most often. So what did I do? I gave up chicken. I didn't eat it at all for a good 6 months. And then I had it here and there. And you know what? I kind of don't even like it that much anymore. Or at least I don't want it. I will eat it a little bit now. But I don't eat it a lot. So it was a food that I was eating a lot. My body became sensitive to it. I was eating it too much. I have autoimmune disease. I care a lot about my immune system. And so that was important to me to say, oh, holy cow, chicken's now triggering my immune system. I don't want that. That's making me inflamed. That's going to make me hurt. That's going to cause my thyroid to get inflamed as well. So I cut out chicken. And when I retested the next time, it was off my list. So I had cut it out for a long period of time. And now I just intermittently have it and it doesn't come back on my list. So if you guys have questions like things like that, by all means, go ahead and ask me. So Christy, how often should you get food allergy testing done? So a lot of different recommendations out there. The food allergy testing that I do are IgGs, right? So I just said they last for 3 weeks, the reaction from the last time you ate it. And then the body's created an antibody. So it's going to take a good long period of time after you've stopped eating it for your immune system to let it go, to say, you know what? No. I'm still mad at chicken and I'm still mad at green bean. But if we, the avoidance and working with your immune system, let me just plug that. Just avoiding your foods doesn't make you healthy. There's still some things in the reactions and the inflammation and other things that you need to do too to really get your body healthy. But so you shouldn't have your foods retested before 6 months. That would be the bare minimum, because your body hasn't had time to change. And then if you get it tested sooner, chances are you're going to have the same exact foods because your body hasn't let go of them yet. And then you just spent the money to have that tested and you got the same exact results. And then you're going to be really mad. So the best case scenario that I give, Christy, to people are once a year, get your foods checked. I check mine once a year because I want to know what's changed. Has it tweaked? Chicken eggs were on my list for 4 years and I avoided them and then they finally came off. Okay. And I was doing duck eggs at the time. So that was really amazing. So somewhere around that year mark, give or take, it doesn't have to be right at a year. If you're really eager to retest, you could do it at 8 months. You could do it at 10 months. Some people say, you know what? I'm doing really good with how I'm feeling and the foods that I'm avoiding. So I don't really want to check again right now because I don't want to find something new. Everything's going great for me and I kind of want to keep it that way. Okay. They don't have to recheck. But if you are one of those people or you know somebody who has chicken skin up the backs of their arms, who complains of belly aches all the time, who has diarrhea or constipation, who's been told they have irritable bowel or constant heartburn, okay, headaches, that person who always has that headache, or joint pain, like foods, specifically gluten, but a lot of different foods triggers my rheumatoid arthritis. If I accidentally have some foods I shouldn't, or I accidentally have gluten, which really doesn't ever happen, but there are times when something's making me flare and I feel it in my rheumatoid arthritis. I feel it in my hands, my hips, and my feet. So it makes me inflamed and it makes me flare up and it makes me hurt. So when you, Luda, there's a link at the top of the post, and there's also a link in the comments for where you can go to find out more about the food allergy testing course. Okay, it's a complete course that gives you all the education you need, all the tools that you need to make the changes that you need, as well as once we get your results, I'm going to make a video specific to your results. That's really your test read consultation specific to you that I'm going to do, and you're going to get that as well. And so, I'm sorry, I answered Luda's question and I was answering somebody else's question, Christy, something that you had asked how often, but I was going down a different road with that. I lost my train of thought. If you know anybody who has symptoms, I think I was just talking about that, the belly problems, skin rashes, the headaches, fatigue. Oh, I know what I was going to say. And this is why I answered Luda's question, in that link that takes you to information, all of the details about food testing course, which includes 184 foods test kit. It also, there's a little introductory video, and in that video, I talk about this woman I know and her story about her fibromyalgia pain, and it was horrific. It was horrific that she could barely walk. She had to stop working. She had to retire early. And I just talked with her the other day. I talk with her often, and guess what she told me? Guess how much pain she has when year after year, doctor after doctor, nope, there's nothing we can do for fibromyalgia. We'll give you pain medicine. We give you gabapentin. You're going to have to go on disability. You're going to have to retire early. Guess how much pain she has in her feet now? 0. She takes her dog for a couple of walks every day. Her feet feel fantastic. Now, if she eats some things she knows she shouldn't eat, she pays for it. She hurts when she eats foods that she shouldn't be eating. So she deserves that, and she chooses that. But the majority of the time, you're welcome, Luda, the majority of the time, she's pain-free. Let me repeat that. Excruciating pain, can barely take a step, can't hardly walk because it hurts so bad, have to retire and go on disability. And her foods changed her world. That's pretty amazing. So if you know somebody who can benefit from that, please share this video. I appreciate that so much. They need to hear it. Shayna, how are you? If you have foods that you no longer have a desire to eat meat, for example, do you just listen to your body and not eat the meat if you can't have an allergy test as of now? Okay, so sure, you can. I teach people or talk to people a lot about listening to their body. Now, there can be different reasons why you don't feel like eating it. My example, I was allergic to it. I gave it up, and I just didn't like it as much when I went back to it. I think getting a little bit of animal meat in your diet is important. It gives you nutrition that nothing else can, like an animal product. So I don't believe in at least for myself, and I see for a lot of people as well, of not doing any meat, but I don't have a lot of desire for meat, and that's okay. I just listen to that. But your question said, should I listen to my body if I can't do the allergy testing? Absolutely listen to your body, but it is not the same message as the food allergy testing, okay? You can't always feel when you are allergic to something. You know why? Because it doesn't, the acute allergies, those IgEs, where that person has an anaphylactic reaction, that child who's allergic to peanuts, their lips blow up, their throat starts to close, they know they have an immediate reaction. But when we talk about delayed food sensitivities, that headache is really hard to figure out that it was because I ate a peanut, or because I've had a lot of women who've had carrots on their list lately. It's hard to believe that that headache is because I keep eating carrots every day, and when I give up my carrots, it's going to help my headache go away. So it's hard to figure that out, and that's why getting the testing done is always so very helpful, because it's cluing you in to an irritation of your immune system. And just like when you get sick with a bad cold and your immune system is fighting that cold, you get tired, you get wiped out, you get achy, but yet you can't see, or you don't necessarily know that that symptom's from your immune system. Okay, are you following me with that? So it's not apples to apples. If and when you can test your food allergies, it's going to tell you different things than what you can feel. That's why, although an elimination diet can help you to clean up your diet, okay? You can cut out the stuff that you know is junk, the stuff that you know is bad for you, and it's going to help you feel better. but you're not going to know that carrots were a problem and that broccoli was a problem and that, chicken was a problem or that eggs are a problem. You're not always going to know that because you can't always feel that. So testing your immune system is what clues us into those other things that we can't figure out because that signal in the body is so hard to figure out. That really helps us through that. So great question, Shayna, and you're welcome. Robin says, food allergy test said +1 to cow's milk, but no problem with cheese. How can that be? Great question. Curds and whey. Bottom line. Two different products. Came originally from the same thing, but how they make cheese, curds and whey. Whey is the liquid and the milk. The food allergy testing is testing the protein in that food. Now, Robin, there are onions, bad, and pain, right? There are plenty of people, Robin, who are allergic to both milk and cheese. And there are plenty of people who are allergic to one and not the other. Okay. I always tell them to use caution because they're very close, but technically the protein has changed. It's different. And the testing that you go through tests that exact protein. And when you were tested, it said you weren't reacting to cheese. Do I think you should do a whole bunch of cheese? Absolutely not. I would tell you, if I were your doctor, I would tell you to, treat cheese as a treat. Okay. Don't do a lot of it. Just, treat that as something special that you can still have because we still want to get that allergy to go away. Dan says, goat milk shows up on mine. I have never had goat's milk. Is there a protein that cross-reacts with something else given a positive result? Well, Dan, my first question would be, did you test positive to cow's milk? Because yes, there are some times where the proteins look really close and you can cross-react to a couple of different things. But just like I gave the green bean example, although I have had green beans in my life, but I haven't had them for ages and they're still on my list. There are foods that your body just doesn't like, that you're born with, and your body reacts to it. Why is that child anaphylactically allergic to peanuts? Since the day they were born. They were born that way. Their body doesn't like it. We can have other types of reactions in different parts of our immune system the same way. Joanne says, that's a fantastic price, everybody. Thanks, Joanne. And Dr. Kelly explains everything so well and makes sure you understand. Thanks, Joanne. I appreciate that feedback. Take it from someone who has spent thousands. This offer is incredible. Don't hesitate. It was life-changing for me. If you have autoimmune, you have to test. Please listen to Dr. K and take your health back, please. And Joanne loves to help people too. So Joanne, I really appreciate those comments. Hi, Holly. Hi, Lynn. Thanks for joining. Hi, Lisa. Hello, Vanessa. I have onion problems, not all the time. Well, like Shayna asked that question before too, listen to your body. If onions give you a problem, get them out of your diet. And Vanessa, if you haven't had food allergies tested, you probably should, because what else do you need to kick out? And then you need to work on your gut and heal your gut so that in the future, maybe you can tolerate onions again. Okay. Dr. Kelly, can you please give your thoughts about LDN to lower antibodies and help with Hashimoto's? I would love to know how you feel about that medication. Absolutely, I can. I'm not going to do that on this live video tonight, but we can either talk about it sometime on another live video or I'll do a post on it. Low-dose naltrexone is great. It doesn't work for everybody, but it's pretty harmless as far as medications go. And there are a lot of people who get a lot of good effects from it. But I won't say anything more about that tonight because we're talking about food. Joni says, if I eat something on my list of 40 foods. Now just wait. Joni has 40 foods on her list that she can't eat. How do you think she felt the first day? Do you think she cried? Do you think she cried in the grocery store? Do you think she said, There's nothing to eat. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. I can't eat anything. Yeah, she said it. For sure she did. And she shed some tears too. And we all will. Because guess what? Change is hard. You know the dragonfly that I have as my symbol, as my logo? The dragonfly is a symbol of change. Embracing change, of transformation. It's why I chose it. And I'll write up something about that someday soon. But I want you guys to change. I want you to discover health. I'm going to help you with a discovery health lifestyle because we've all had to change. I had to change. And if you want to be healthy, you got to change too. And you've got to transform. And it's all about the change. Okay. That's why I have a dragonfly. Okay, Joni, sorry, got on a tangent about you there. I get really stuffy. She was so stuffy in her nose and sinuses at night, it woke her up multiple times all night long. That's how inflamed she was in her sinuses, as well as aches and pains. Never would have thought before being tested that this was the reason. Life-changing is true, because you know what? She's not waking up multiple times during the night anymore because she's so stuffy, because she changed her foods and she's embracing it. And was she perfect at it the first day? No. Is anybody perfect at it the first day? No. It's a process and we all get better at it. And then our foods change, or you may discover, you know what? I don't feel so good when I eat that. That wasn't on my list 6 months ago, but I don't like the way I feel when I eat that. So I'm going to change that. Listen to your body. Ronnie says she takes LDN for fibro, and she thinks it's a miracle drug. Bev had 33 food allergies, and there are some big culprits for her that she knows, like, ooh, yeah, if I do that, I'm going to hurt. That pain's going to be coming back. Vanessa says she needs to, trying to figure things out. You're welcome. I'm interested to know more. Ronnie, what I want you to do is go to the link. The link gives you everything you need to know. You can also search my Facebook videos as well as searching on drkellyfelmer.com, because there's other videos that address so many of your questions. But if you go to the page where I'm telling you all about the course, it's going to give you all the information you need about it, about the testing, what's included, what's all included in the course, what you're going to get for that price. And so check that out first, please. And if you have some other questions, then you send me a message on through Facebook. Okay, Ronnie? Christy, can food stop you from falling asleep and making your heart race? Okay, let me read that again. Can food stop you from falling asleep? So, okay. For some reason, I didn't understand that question at first when I read it, Christy. So think of this. When you eat foods that your body is reacting to or sensitive to, it's irritated. And if you think of when you're irritated, something irritated you, do you sleep very well? Does your mind race? Do you get a little hyper? Anything that's overstimulating, and those food allergies, when you eat them, are overstimulating to your body. Yeah, it absolutely can be affecting your sleep and not let you sleep. Or you're so exhausted you fall asleep, but then you wake up because your body has to fight those foods. So you've got all these catecholamines going on throughout your body trying to combat those foods that you ate, that you didn't know that you were allergic to. And yeah, it wreaks havoc in the body for sure. So definitely I've had people who have had a fast heart rate as well. It's hard to say for sure what causes what. So cutting out the foods is taking care of the low-hanging fruit. And if you still have symptoms after that, that means there's more work to be done and something else is also playing a role. Okay. Hi, Michelle. I kept asking my allergist to test my foods for my permanent stuffy nose, and he said I just needed allergy shots, Allegra and a steroid. I need to get my foods tested. Yes, you do. And the allergist works in that acute stage, okay? That for those children who have anaphylaxis, for that person who, can't eat nuts, can't eat fruits with nuts, in the core, or have those life-threatening or potentially life-threatening reactions, that's where the allergists focus. And that's amazing. And that is great. Okay. We need them. But what they've done is said, this is the only part of your immune system that is important. This is the only allergy type that is important. And that's all we care about. Yet that's IgE, but there's IgG, there's IgA, there's IgM, and IgD. What about all those? Those are all part of your immune system, and your body can react to things and in different places and different symptoms. So they've ignored all of that because they've focused and specialized in those acute ones, which we need. But there are a lot of other things that can be done, and you can take control, Michelle, of your food allergies, and it's a different type that we're testing than what the allergist usually does. So absolutely. Rhonda says, the hardest part is we don't live by ourselves. I've made some changes in diet. I take LDN, but haven't truly done elimination of things like gluten, dairy, sugar. Rhonda! What do we talk about all the time? Even if you don't get tested, what should you cut out first? Because we know those things are inflammatory. Gluten and dairy. And cut down on your sugar. Okay, so we got to work on those. I'm almost 59, so hard to change diet overnight. Thank you for your great live chats. You're very welcome. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. And yeah, it's hard, but you can do it. You just have to want to. And there are plenty of other good foods out there. Your comment, Rhonda, is exactly why I'm talking about lifestyle, not a diet. It's a lifestyle. How do you want to live? How do you want to feel? Because when this is a lifestyle, and let's say you were at work all day long and you didn't get a chance to eat because you were so busy all day long, you're driving home and you're starving, okay? And you're late. Everybody else ate supper at home. You're starving. If this isn't a lifestyle, you're going to go through the drive-thru because you're starving and you'll just eat anything. And the drive-thru doesn't really give you food. It puts something in your belly and it helps you get through that moment. But now, when it's a lifestyle, going through the drive-thru is never even an option. If you're really desperate, you stop at the darn grocery store and get something you can have. But when it's a lifestyle, fast food becomes no longer an option, and you just get home and you eat when you get home. Or you stop at a grocery store, I need something to help me get home. You make better choices because your lifestyle, this is how you eat, and you enjoy that, and you know if you do something different, you're going to regret it. So those types of things which are conveniences and which have made, that's right, Bonnie, Bon, no excuses, no, I forgot what I was saying. I got distracted by Bonnie. Okay, so good. Thank you for listening, Rhonda. We're here to help you. We all can help you. And I want to be clear, I'm not perfect, but I sure do try. And I am not going to preach about something that I'm not trying to do myself, but I'm also going to share with you my struggles. What did I tell you in the beginning? I told my husband we're having the same darn meal every single week because I don't know how to make anything else good. But I've got a couple of things. I've got some things, but it seems hard. And when that doesn't come natural, it's hard. Joanne had 57 foods on her first test. She's down to 20 now. And foods are really important because she has bad reactions. Her body tells her now, and she listens a lot. Paige, hi Paige, my dad got very sick off of Splenda. Good. It's awful for you. Don't eat that. Hi Mike. I stayed away from 24 foods since April. Easier than I thought. Thanks for that comment, Mike. You just have to do it. You just have to do it. All right. Christy, I try so hard to get my 11-year-old to not want dairy. She loves yogurt and ice cream. She feels being gluten-free is hard enough when with friends. I thought the stomach aches would motivate, but it hasn't. She has learned to deal with the pain. Keep working on it, Christy. Just keep working on it. Have coconut yogurt in the house. Make chia pudding to replace the yogurt. Have goat yogurt if she's not allergic to that. Give her good tasting alternatives to help her through that, to help her get better, because those belly aches are just going to get worse. And you have to be strong with her. Okay, that's really hard when they're 11 years old. Hi, Holly. Start small, one step at a time. It gets easier. Holly had 32 food allergies. Thank God for Tim. He makes mean smoothies. Awesome. Yep. All right, guys, it's already 10 after 9. Remember, in the comments and in the heading is the link to the food allergy course. If you haven't shared that already, please share that. This is a great deal. I want people to take advantage of it. It's going to help them tremendously. It's going to help them take care of some low-hanging fruit and be that first step to really getting healthy. So keep working on it, guys. If we all need to help each other. Joni says you won't do bad choices more than a couple of times because you feel awful and find out it's not worth it. Live and learn. Learning moments. Absolutely, Joni. Thank you everybody so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to check out A Discovery Health Lifestyle and lots of blogs and articles and real life stuff. So that we can all embrace this lifestyle together and help each other out. Share the videos. I appreciate that. Share the link to the course, and I'll see you guys again soon. Have a great night.